it on my plans this morning to show you about that when we talk about Module 2 vocabulary. Yeah, but thank you for asking that. I know I send you a lot of emails and you're, why'd you send me this one? Yeah, and you will see that. Yeah, good morning, Marie. All right. Well, while we wait for a few other people to come, my question for you this morning, while we warm up, is this one. What is something you have already done this morning? And can you, anybody who wants to be first? I can be first. Example, I have already gone on a run.
Oh my God.
And I have already lied. I have not gone on a run. No. I have not gone on a run. I just used that as an example and I thought, oh, I should have gone on a run.
Yeah, me,
Yes.
I have already took my breakfast.
Okay, so Marie, you want to say I have already, and in American English, we usually say I have already taken, or I have already had my breakfast.
Okay,
So,
I have already had my
breakfast. So I have already had my breakfast. Marie, in French, is it the verb taken?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I think in Spanish it is as well. It's the word taken if you translate it. But we don't really use that in American English. We would say I have already had my breakfast.
My breakfast.
Good. Okay. Who would like to be next?
I.
Okay, go ahead, Sabina.
I already have brushed my teeth.
Okay, good.
That's okay? Oh, okay.
Very good. Who else?
I have already cooked my breakfast for my family.
Wow. What did you cook?
The bread, the eggs, and
okay.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah. So, Jing, let me tell you something. That's a really good answer, but in my mind, when you say I cooked breakfast, I'm thinking about a stove with a cooking something. So you can use a different verb there. You can use I have already prepared breakfast for my family.
Yes.
And prepared can be I put toast in the toaster, I cooked some eggs, I poured some juice. So prepared is a verb that you can use for that, or I already made breakfast.
Yeah.
So that's usually what we would say there is I have already, can you see way down here?
Yes.
Yes.
Already made breakfast. So when we think of the verb cook, we usually think of something that is done on the stove or in the stove. Yeah. Okay, Darwish, you just joined us. Welcome. This is the question we're answering. What is something you have already done this morning? Okay, Dahlia.
I have already fed my dog.
Okay, so you want to say, I have already fed my dog. So you want to use the, because you're using this structure of the, you're going to use I have already fed. You can't see that down here. I'll write it over here. Fed. So fed is the participle for that.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, good. And is that your dog barking?
I wrote well, but I speak different. Oh, I got it.
Good. Is that your dog saying hello?
Oh, no, it's not my dog. It's another dog.
It's
Oh,
my
it's Sabina's
neighborhood
dog
dog
saying
here.
hello.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes. All right, good. Who's on iPhone this morning?
This is me, Shanaz.
Who is it? Shamaz?
Shanaz, yeah.
Shanaz, hi, Nina.
Hi, good
Nina,
morning.
we missed you on
Monday.
Monday, and
Yeah,
were
I
you able to
couldn't.
see the YouTube?
I can't see you, but I don't know why I can't show myself.
You may have to turn your video on.
Oh, okay, okay,
All
got
right,
you.
then we can see your beautiful face.
Thank you.
Yes. Malka, Rala, what happened?
I don't know, voice, it's not clear. I have
Oh.
trouble in
I
the
see you
voice.
have a collar brace on.
What happened on this? Yeah, I have a pen
Oh, okay. So you have to use a
Pain.
brace.
or pen, neck pain.
Oh, you have neck pain. So today is going to be a hot day. This is going to feel hot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope you have
Yeah.
air conditioning. Yes, where you are. Good.
No, it's not from function. It's from my neck, the bones of
Mhm.
the neck.
Yes,
I think
yes.
there is problem inside.
But this brace looks like it's very hot.
Thank you.
It's hot to wear.
I didn't hear you.
It looks like it's hot to wear. It's like wearing
Sorry,
a
I
scarf.
didn't hear you.
Is it,
No voice.
you're not too hot with this?
There is no voice. I didn't hear
Oh,
you.
you can't hear me? Everybody else
Yeah,
can hear me,
this is
right?
for pen neck.
Yes,
Okay.
I can hear you.
All right.
There's a
everybody
trouble
else,
for
maybe you have to
voice.
turn your sound up. Good morning, Baldomero. Nice to see you.
Morning.
Yes. And Darwish, I don't know where Hector is, but we're missing Hector, and we are missing Trupti, and Sanguk can't be with us today. All right. Did I miss anybody about my question? What is something you have already done this morning? Okay,
May have one question.
sure.
In this sentence, which form of verb we use? The second form or the third form? For example, drink, drunk, drunk.
Drunk.
Which form?
You're going to use the participle of the verb. So if it's drink, drank, drunk, then it's going to be drunk. I have
Drunk.
already drunk
Drunk.
coffee. Mhm.
Yeah. So it's the
Yeah.
past
Yeah.
participle.
This,
Yeah.
anytime you have or has with a verb, have gone, okay, then you are going to use the participle, okay,
Okay.
of
Thank
the
you.
verb. Does everyone know what I'm talking about when I say that?
Yes,
Yes?
yes.
Okay. All right, good. All right, so anyone, let's see, Mansoure, you wanted to say something.
Yeah, I have already spoken.
Mhm.
It's my
Spoken?
husband.
Very good. Is
Mhm.
your husband at home?
No, he's at work.
Okay.
Wanted to make sure that I wake up.
Make sure that you what?
Wake up.
Wake up. Oh,
Yes.
so he called you?
Yeah,
He called you to say, Mansoure, time to get up?
yeah,
He's at your alarm clock.
yes.
I like that kind of alarm clock. That's great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome everybody. Well, let me ask, did I miss anybody? I missed Marina. I can have Marina help us.
This morning I have already eaten breakfast.
Yes, good. All right. Good. All right. So we want to keep practicing those different types of verbs that we looked at in Module 1 and keep practicing the different kinds of tenses. All right, everybody. I am we are going to do a few things today. First of all, we're going to review the Module 1 vocabulary. We don't want to forget that. Then we are going to look at the new vocabulary, and I'll talk about that message that you got from Quizlet, okay? And then we are going to get through that. I'm going to talk about your writing, and then we are going to go to Module 2, and we are going to talk about returning to school, Lesson 1. Then we are going to talk about lifelong learning. And then our grammar is going to be separable and inseparable verb phrases, okay?
Teacher,
Yeah.
how many lines we should write under our writing?
Can I talk about that, Monsude, when I show you the virtual scheduler? Yeah, but very quickly, and I'll say it again, a typical paragraph has anywhere from 5 to 8 sentences. All right. So if your paragraph is only 1 sentence long, that's not long enough. Okay.
Any paragraph?
Right. Yeah. So it needs to be, let me just write that here. So with the writing that we did in Module 1, the example showed a topic sentence that was only 1 sentence long, or 2, I don't remember. That's okay for your topic sentence paragraph, but usually it's anywhere from 3 to 8 sentences. But my general rule for advanced ESL or English second language is usually 5 to 8 sentences per paragraph. Now, if you have 3 longer sentences, that would be okay. All right, 3 longer sentences. Okay, I'm not writing very nice on the board. All right, that's generally what we expect for the advanced level. Now, Marina will tell you for her university classes, this is even more because they have to write 20-page papers. So,
Really?
Oh yes. Marina, how much writing do you have to do?
Yeah, around 20-page papers, sometimes less, sometimes more.
On one topic.
Oh my God.
Marie, it's okay. You can do it too. Yeah. Marie, you know what I do? I work for Wheaton College also, and my job at Wheaton College is to help international students who are second language students, and I help them with their writing. So students like you, Marie, can do that too.
I hope so.
Yes, and you can do it with help. So I have students I consult with every week to help them with their writing for university level. So there's always help. And even for our level, we have help. We have the help from the Learning Commons. So if you want help just for yourself, you can go to the Learning Commons. Well, virtually, you can go to the Learning Commons and say, help me with this writing. I want to make it better before I show it to my teacher. Okay, but I'm here for all of you, okay?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so you can call on me too. And Marina has so much time, you can call on her. No, she's a busy student, but if she offers that, you can see if she would do that for you.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you.
And I see a chat message here. I don't have a voice. Okay, Rola. Can you hear us now, Rola? I don't think she can. She may have to
Now
start.
I can hear, but it's interrupted.
Okay, that might be your
Again,
connection.
one word.
Action,
Yeah, that
There is
sounds
no
like you.
the other until the
Yeah.
other.
I think that must be your connection. That's the problem. So, Rola, if you want to, you can turn your video off and then maybe your audio will be better. Try that and see if that works for you. Okay. If it doesn't, then I'm recording this so you can maybe see it again later on. Okay. All right. So let's see how quickly we
I
can.
turn the video off.
Okay. And it sounds better?
I did.
Okay.
Now I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to see how well we can do with these words today, now that we've practiced them a few times. Okay, do you remember this one?
Set the deadline.
Good. You can even maybe just
I
look at
got
the
something
picture and say, oh yeah, I know what that is. Set a deadline.
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 Acquire.
Acquire. Harsh.
yeah.
Yes.
Relevant.
Relevant.
Relevant,
Great.
yeah. Specific.
Very
Specific.
good.
Achievable.
Achievable.
Good.
Measurable.
Measurable.
Awesome. Look how fast you guys are. That's amazing.
Vague. Vague.
Vague. Good. So we can't see anything back here, right? Likely to happen.
Chances are.
Chances are. Yeah. So,
Acronym.
very good.
Acronym, yeah.
Determine.
Determine. There you go.
Yes. Determine. Okay. Oh, I should give you a clue.
Pay attention of.
Yeah, focus on.
Focus on.
yeah.
Focus
But
on.
Marie, focus on, pay attention to. Those are similar.
Yep.
Oh, it makes sense.
Makes
Makes
sense.
sense. There you go.
Maybe you were thinking the word obvious because obvious makes sense. They mean the same thing. Okay, good.
Hello.
Give up. Stop
Yeah,
trying.
give up.
Give up.
Yes. Trupti, we can hear you. Welcome.
Yes, I was trying from 9 o'clock and now I get the link and I joined.
That's great. I'm glad you've joined us. Okay.
Put pressure on.
Put pressure on.
Pressure
Good.
on.
Sorry for late join.
Donate.
That's okay.
Donate.
Donate, yeah.
Market.
Market, yeah.
Yes.
Influence.
Profitable.
Profitable.
Very
Profitable.
good. Very good.
Problems.
Have problems.
Difficulties.
Face
Face difficulties.
Good.
Yeah.
To manage with whatever is available.
Make light. No, it's not
Make
that.
do.
Make do.
Make do. There you go. Make do. Make up your mind.
Yes. Good. Hey, Darwish, I'm not hearing you now.
Due to
Very good,
Due to.
Trupti. That's right.
Yeah.
Good. Become well known.
Make name for
Make
yourself.
Make name for yourself.
Make name for yourself, yeah.
Yes. And our Mr. Chobani.
don't remember.
I'm successful in
Anyone?
it's not profitable. It's oh, I forgot. What's it?
Okay, let me give you a definition here. Nope. Okay, we forgot. That's okay. It's okay.
Get ahead.
Yes,
No.
get ahead.
Get ahead.
Get ahead.
Yeah.
Yay, very good. All right.
The level of comfort.
You reach the, that's it for
This is an
Standard of
economic
living.
term.
Standard of living.
standard of living. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, very good. An economic term. Our finance person knew that one. Anna, was that you? Are you our finance accounting person, Anna?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the same word in your language?
In my language,
Yeah.
buhalter.
Okay, so it is different, but you know the English word for that. Okay. To have a result of. Owes it to.
Oh,
Don't know. Good. Another word for also is while and to, and some of you use this. Oh, I said it.
What
I'm sorry,
more?
I accidentally clicked it. Okay, good. To bring something to maturity.
Freeze.
Good.
okay.
To get.
Okay.
Achievable.
So,
Obtain.
Obtain, yeah.
ten.
What is usual? Another word for that.
Come.
No.
What is
Typical. Typically.
Typically.
Yeah,
Typically.
Yeah.
Okay. Limit 3.
Limit.
No.
Limited.
Limited.
To give up something, to do something for someone else. And Baldemaro, you use this word in your writing.
Make sacrifices, maybe?
Yeah, make a sacrifice.
Make a sacrifice, yeah.
Yes. You did a good job of that, Baldemaro, using that.
Thank you.
Person
mid-age?
Middle age, yeah, middle age. Minimum wage, yeah.
Very good.
Old fashioned.
Old fashioned. Good.
Well
behaved. Well behaved.
Well behaved. Very good.
Second generation. Second generation.
Very good. Second generation. An idiom.
I know this one.
Make light of.
Make
light of. So Baldomero used this in his writing too, to talk about people at the restaurant who are difficult people to deal with.
Did I use it right?
Yes, you did. To make light of it, and that sometimes helps them not be so difficult for you when you make light of it and not treating it seriously. Very good. And our last one.
Make waves.
Make waves, yeah.
Make waves. Yes. I forgot her name. Does anybody remember her name?
No.
No? I can't remember it. I know she's the little Swedish girl.
Greta Thunberg.
Thank you very much. Greta Thunberg. Who was that? Was that Anna?
Yes.
Thank you for that. All right, that was great, everybody. So that was our review of the vocabulary from Module 1. And we were much faster than we were last time. And we'll review it, maybe not every time, but we will continue to review it so that it will be in our memories forever and we'll be able to use them. And you'll find, like, if you use them in your writing, you'll remember them more. So that's a good way to practice them. And if you want to practice them some more and you want to write some sentences, you can still do that. You can put it in an email and say, teacher, can you check these sentences? I want to know if I use the vocabulary word correctly. All right. All right. Now I want to talk to poor Hector is having difficulty getting in.
That happened to me too. It took me like 10 minutes to join the
Really?
class.
You know what? I'm just going to FaceTime him and then we'll be good. All right. So we'll get him on FaceTime and then he can pay attention this way. Okay. All right. Hi, Hector. I'm sorry. So you can say hi to your classmates. They're here. I'm sorry that you're having trouble getting in. Did you try using the virtual schedule? And it didn't work? Okay.
It just says wait for the host to let
Oh,
you in.
you know, maybe I have to let you in. Let me see. Maybe you're trying to get in and I didn't pay attention to it. I'll check that. Okay. I'll leave you over here so you can still see a little bit. I don't know. Maybe you can't see, but there we are. I'll also send the videotape. Okay. So I don't see anybody trying to get in, which is interesting. Marina, do you see anybody trying to get in? No, I don't. I don't see anybody. Why don't you close it, Hector, and try again? Like, take everything off and try the link again, okay? Okay. All right, bye-bye. That's hard for me to do the phone and the video at the same time. So if you see him trying to get in, please let me know. Okay, I want to show you the virtual scheduler right now. So I'm going to share my screen again with you, and I want to show you where your writing is going to be. Where did it go? Burlington English, it should be there. All right, that's frustrating. All right, let me come back here and close this. All right. All right, tell me if you can see my screen. Does everybody see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so the first thing I'd like you to pay attention to is that we do not have class next Monday, okay, because it's Labor Day. So our first class is going to be the 9th next week, all right? So that's the first thing to pay attention to. And then I want to show you something different. If I have checked your paper, you're going to see where my mouse is? Everybody see where my mouse is, where it says announcements?
Yes.
You're going to see a little blue circle there. And if there's a little blue circle there, that means that you have got a message from me, okay? And that you should look at that message. All right, I'm gonna go home now. And I'm going to show you the courses. And we'll go into here. I'm going to check my portfolio. You can do the same. So I'm checking my portfolio. All right, and I'm looking at advanced. Okay, I'm gonna move these guys. So the first one was achieving success. I'm writing essays, And I can see, these are all the students who have written their papers. By the way, excellent, everybody. Everybody did their work. Hector, you've done 99 things, but that's also with the other career clusters. So this is the kind of little blue circle that you'll see in the megaphone, all right? So let me show you how this is. I haven't checked all of them because I was telling the students earlier, it takes me a lot of time to check these, okay? So let me show you one, just Anna's. Is that okay, Anna?
Yeah.
To show yours? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
here's her essay, maybe. I always get nervous when it takes this long to get something. All right, it's coming. It's thinking about it. Okay, so here is her essay. And then in this corner, I can see that Anna has already read my comments because there's no little bubble here. But in my comments, these are my comments to her, okay? And you can see this is pretty long, right? And so it does take me quite a bit of time to go through it.
Teacher,
Yes.
I couldn't read my message.
Yeah, I
read
saw.
the first part and then I couldn't go forward.
Yes, the same problem. And
did you use the slide bar here?
It doesn't let me use it.
It won't let you use
it's
the
only
slide bar?
this.
No.
Slide bar doesn't work. Okay. You know what I will do then? If the slide bar is not working for you, I will put it in an email to you, okay?
Okay.
So everybody, their slide bar is not working? This part is not working for you?
Because I tried to read it on my phone and it's doing the same
Oh,
thing.
maybe on your phone it won't let you do it. It's also if you do page up and page down.
No, I tried on computer and on phone, and
I
it
tried on
doesn't work.
both too.
Okay, I will put it in a Microsoft Word document then and email it to you, all right? And then you'll see a different document. This takes me a lot of time because unfortunately, when I'm checking your writing, I can't come in here. See, it won't let me do anything. So I practically have to just type everything. See, it's just no entry. So I can't touch your writing, which means I have to write a separate comment about your writing, which means sometimes typing what you have written over so that you can see where the problems are, okay? So that is Anna's. Okay, so let me show another student who's done it. We'll look at, Jing, can I open yours?
Yes.
Okay. So here I can see that Jing has, well, let's see if she's read my comment. Maybe she has, unless it wasn't working again. Okay. This is taking a very long time. I don't know why it's so slow. Everybody's working from home, I guess. Okay. All right, so here is hers. And you can see that there has been no comment here because this means plus a comment. So I haven't read Jing's yet. So this is where I write my comments. But if you're having trouble getting into that, then I will, and you can't use the slide bar. These are the slide bars. All right. And so you can move things that way. All right. Again, if I didn't check yours yesterday, I will check yours today, all right, or tomorrow, and I will have that for you. So be on the lookout for that, all right, for feedback. And then once you see my comments, I would like it if you would revise your writing, because our first writing is never the one that we actually submit for a grade. So usually we have to change it and change it and change it. And Marina can agree with this, right, Marina? We have to keep changing it to make it better, right?
Right.
Yeah, so that's called revising, to improve it, so that we can have something that we're proud of too. Yes. Okay. All right, so that is what I wanted to show you from there. And then some of you are asking, I'm gonna, yeah, Baldemaro. Marina, can you mute him for me? I've got this other screen going on here. Thanks. Okay. So let's see. Oh,
Sorry, I don't have mute.
okay, I do.
capabilities.
Sorry about that. So yeah, if you get a phone call or something, please mute yourself so we don't hear your phone call. All right. I see that you were able to get on with us, Hector.
Yes.
Good. And you are Lodado, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And I'm glad that that worked for you and that you're here with us. Okay. Now I'm going to talk to you about the email that I sent you this morning that you might be wondering about. I'm going to share this. Somebody has their phone too close to the computer. All right. So this morning, you may have seen a message from me. Mute. Okay. All right. So when you open this is, instead of a PowerPoint, I created this instead for you. And this goes to a website that's called Quizlet.com. All right. And when you click on that link, when you click on that, I hope is that my phone doing that? Okay.
Yeah, what's that noise?
Somebody probably needs to mute their audio.
I'm sure it's not mine.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So what this is a way to practice vocabulary. And this is something, if you want to, oh, that's really annoying.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. That's.
Annette, is your phone still on the FaceTime or the Zoom?
No, my phone is off. Well, maybe it is me. Okay. Maybe with Hector. So maybe it's my fault because I'm getting the feedback. Okay. And all right, maybe that's better. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Okay.
It happens.
All right. So if you look at this, have any of you used Quizlet before?
Yeah,
No.
Okay. So this is a way that you can practice vocabulary words, and it's a good way. And this is better than, I make PowerPoints, but my PowerPoints, you usually can't open them because they're so big. And they use up too much space, and most students can't open them, which is what happens to the Zoom video also. When I try to send it if I send it through my College of DuPage email, it will not accept it because it's over 25 megabytes. So I have to put it into YouTube, and then I can give you the YouTube link. So this is actually better than the PowerPoint because you have different ways you can practice, and you have different activities if you really want to work on the vocabulary. And I know a lot of you do. I know you want to work on the vocabulary. You have said that in your goals. So the first activity is flashcards. Okay, so when I click on that, go the full screen. And this side gives me the definition, but I can change it. I can change it from, I don't want to shuffle. My options, I want to answer with the term. All right, so start over. A general direction in which something is developing or changing is a trend. Okay, and then I can go to the next one. All right, and so I go to the next one. I just click somewhere here. Okay, education, skills, and work experience needed to do a particular job. Anybody know what that is? Anyone make a guess?
Skills.
Qualification.
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 Good. Okay. Expensive, high-priced.
Overpriced.
Costly.
Helpful, no. All right, that's the other one. Costly.
Costly.
Overpriced is good too, but the word that they're introducing in this module is costly.
Okay.
Another word for helpful. Starts with, I'll just show you because this is our first time to see them. Beneficial. Okay. Completely satisfied and happy. Fulfilled.
Fulfilled.
Okay, and another nice thing about this compared to my PowerPoints is that you can listen.
Fulfilled.
You hear that?
Okay.
Fulfilled.
Okay, so that way you can practice pronunciation as well. Okay, okay, to support, sustain. Okay. So you'll see all these words again. I'm just introducing this activity to you. The act of becoming aware through the senses. I don't think you'll know this one. It's perception. So the things that you notice around you, you're using your eyes, your ears, your nose. That's perception. And the verb is perceive. So again, you can hear it.
Perception.
Okay. Having the right skills to get a job.
To get a job.
Employable. Okay, enough. A word that's similar to
Sufficient.
very good. Some of you knew that. Sufficient. Be or become completely proficient or skilled in.
Master.
Very good. You've done the activities for this module.
I took a look earlier, yeah.
Okay, made greater in size or amount or degree. Increased. Increased. Yeah.
Increased.
Yeah. So the humidity has increased today. It's something that is a source of danger. Threat. Okay, so those are 12 words that you can master. And we finished that activity. And now let me show, I'll just show you a little bit of the other activities. We won't do all of them.
Do I have to sign in to
No,
see all
you don't have to. You just click on the link that I sent you in the email.
Because I was looking at, and it only let me go into the number 8.
Into number 8?
Yes.
Yeah. You shouldn't have to sign in. I have an account. I pay for the teacher account, so I do pay for it, but you can sign up through Facebook or Google. So if you want to sign up, that's fine.
I don't know if you can see that.
No, I can't see that. Yeah. All right, so we can talk about it later, Baltimore, and see what's going on, okay? So come back, and the next activity is learn. And in learn, what you are doing is, in this case, you are, this again, you are choosing the correct word, okay? Be or become completely proficient in a skill, and you would choose master, and you have it correct. So if I pick the wrong one, it's gonna study this one, all right? Expensive or high priced, okay? All right, so that is activity 2. Now let me go back to the set page. The next page, the next one is write. So if you want to practice writing, then you can do this, having the right skills to get a job, and that is qualifications. And if you spell it wrong, it will tell you you spelled it wrong. And you can, you get that message, okay? And if you want to hear it, you can also do that.
Skills to get a job.
Okay. All right. So it says to study that one. Press any key to enough, sufficient. Okay. And answer. And I did get that one correct. Okay. And let's go back. So that's the activity with write. And it's sort of like Burlington English. It tells me how much I completed, 8% finished. The next one is spelling. And in spelling, you type what you hear. So you have to click on the speaker.
Beneficial.
Okay.
Beneficial.
Okay. And then you write it. Okay. And hopefully you write it correctly. Okay.
Master.
Okay, I'm not going to master this one right now. That's spell. The next one is a test, and the test has just a variety of things. So it has written questions, matching questions where you put the letter, and multiple choice and true and false. So different types of things. Okay, so those are ways that you can practice. A fun way to practice with this one is with the match game. So in the match game, you see this. So you have to match the definition with the term, okay? So to be or become completely proficient or skilled, that's master. And then it disappears, okay? Education skills, that's qualifications, okay? Like that. And you see the little timer going on in the corner?
Yeah.
That's telling me how fast I'm doing it. And you want to do it as fast as you can, okay? To support, sustain, fulfill, helpful. Okay, and then and then you can try it again and see if you can improve your timing. Okay, that's the play activity. The next activity is gravity. And for this game, you click on Get Started, and I am going to suggest that you answer with the term, because the definitions are really long, right? Some of them are like a sentence long. And choose easy, okay? Because otherwise it's too hard. So you start the game, and there are asteroids that will come down, and you have to type the answer before it lands. Be or proficient is,
Listening.
what is it? Uh-oh.
Is it an application?
Oh,
Can we
no.
download it?
Uh-oh, I missed it. Here comes another one. Master. All right. Master is the answer for that one. Here's another one. Trend. This one I know. So trend.
I didn't hear the answer.
Okay. Here's the other one. Perception.
Perception.
Okay, so that's the game that you do. And again, you should be able to get into it just with the link. And it shouldn't ask you for username and password. But if it is, let me know in a text message or an email message, okay? All right. Any questions about that? Nope. All right, we're ready then to look at Module 2, and I'll share that with you. And that is not Module 2. Let me go home. Okay, I'll go to our courses. So Module 2, this is a little bit confusing because in Module 2 is called Careers in our book. But then our other book is Career Exploration and Soft Skills. And on Monday, I gave you some assignments in here if you were finished your writing. They were not mandatory, they were just suggested. But don't confuse those because that's a different textbook. So this is our main textbook, the Burlington Core, okay? And we're going to look at our second module now. All right, so we're finished Module 1. Now we're looking at Careers, Module 2. All right, so let's look at this. Can everybody see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so in this lesson, you are going to listen to an interview about returning to school later in life. Then you are going to speak about students of different ages, and our aim is that we will identify a claim and the evidence that supports it, and we'll make a claim and support it with evidence. This is really important right now because if you look at Facebook and you look at the news, there are a lot of claims that are not true, right? There are a lot of claims that even the president says that are not true because there is no evidence, right? So some people say, oh, COVID is a joke. It's just a hoax. It's not really true. That is a claim to say there's no COVID, but there's no evidence to support that, right? So you need to make a claim, and the claim is to follow the numbers. Okay. Well, that's Hector. Can you turn your mic off? Okay. So that is something, that's a really important skill to learn. And it's hard because sometimes we think, oh, it's got to be true, but not necessarily. I have a good example of this actually from yesterday on the news. I listened to the news, and the news said that there are people who say they're calling from the health clinic, and they're calling to tell you that you have been near somebody who has had COVID. You heard this story? So they call you and say, hey, Sabina, we just want to let you know that you were close to somebody who tested COVID positive. So we need to get you a test. For this test, you need to have a COVID test, and you need to, and now you need to give me your Now you need to give me your. Wait, I'm gonna have to turn him off. He's having a conversation. Mute. Okay, there we go. So they call you and say, Sabina, you have been near somebody who tested positive, and you need to get tested now. And then they say, okay, now we'll send you the test, but we need your credit card number.
Oh.
Okay, and you say,
What?
no.
No.
Anybody who's asking you for your credit number that's a false claim. Here, they're claiming to be the health department or claiming to be somebody who is doing monitoring, and they're not. And then all they want is your credit card number so that they can scam you or get money from you. All right, so be careful about claims that people make, and always check to make sure if it's true. And this happens in every language, every country, is we have to check things. Okay, all right, so let's go to our second part of this where we listen to the conversation. Actually, it's practicing this. Okay, so look at the picture. Here's the picture. And the family in the picture is celebrating Ping's graduation from college. What is unusual about Ping?
Unusual, you said?
Yeah, what's unusual about Ping?
Oh, the graduator is old.
The middle age,
Yeah.
maybe?
So
He
Ping
is old aged.
Yes, Ping
Old age, not middle age. Old age.
is older, right? He's a senior.
Okay.
Okay. So here's the claim. A lot of us come from cultures where we say, oh, you're too old to go back to school, right? That's the claim. But that's not true, because here we have a picture with Ping, who has earned a diploma. Why do some people go back to school later in life?
Because they want to
Let's have one person
to attend. Because they have
the opportunity to
attend.
go to school in his.
Let me, Rola, I'm going to let you answer that one.
Young.
Rola? Oh, maybe she's not there. Darwish, do you know what the answer is?
The family, the pictures will shine binding graduate from college. What's usual about Ping? Because he's too old for studying.
School. Yeah, and why do some people go back to school when they are older?
Because they realize the school is important for the life.
Okay. Any other responses for why people go to school when they're older?
They have motivation.
Very good.
Yes.
That's a great answer, Monserrat. Anyone else? Just one person at a time for this. Okay.
He hadn't the opportunity to learn, to go to school when he was young.
Yeah, that's a really good comment, Rola, that he didn't have a chance to go to school when he was young. And there are a lot of people like that. I know my mother only had 3 grades.
See, I didn't hear you.
Rola, I said that's a very good comment that you made.
It's right.
Or maybe he wants a good job.
Yeah, maybe he still wants to work. Yeah. Even though he could be retired. But yeah. Okay, good. Let's look at this question. Do you think it's easier or more difficult to go back to school as an older student?
Difficult.
Yes, it is difficult.
It's a little harder.
All right. So let me see everybody. Okay, who said it? Yes, it's difficult. Okay. Why do you think it's difficult, Trupti?
Fantastic. Awesome. Questions?
Because it is difficult that we have known that much patience to learn everything, and we are not able to remember all things at a time and do anything at an old age. And earlier we are doing many things in one at a time.
Yeah, well, that's a good answer. Okay, anybody else?
Yes, it is more difficult to go back to school in the older.
Why do you say that?
I face difficulties to memorize the vocabulary.
Okay, good.
No.
I think it's easier.
You think it's easier?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Why do you say it's easier?
Because you have a lot of experience and you know a lot of things that you should study.
I think that's a good claim. That's very good. And you don't have as many distractions, right?
Yeah.
Your children, your job, your other things. Okay, anybody else? Oh, you guys are all so young. That's why. All these young people. Is it common in your culture for older people to go back to school?
No, not on mine.
Not in my country.
No?
No.
No? Anybody else?
No.
No? Yeah, you know, it's interesting here in the United States.
It's rare, not common.
Yeah, here in the United States, it's actually quite common, and a lot of universities and colleges actually have classes that are for senior citizens or for older adults like me. All right. Yeah. So that's something that's very unique about the United States, and I know Canada too, and there probably are other countries that have that too.
In my country too.
Yeah, it's common for older people to go to school. Good.
Yes.
Yep. And it's probably becoming more common because they're realizing that our brains can still learn when we're older. Yeah. But you're right. Rola said it's harder to remember things when you're older. You're right about that. All right. Do you know anybody like Ping? Anybody know someone like this man? No?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. It's amazing. I heard a story of a person who is 98 years old and he got his GED.
Oh.
So that's great. Okay, let's look at the vocabulary that we have already seen in our Quizlet, but we'll look at it here as another way to study. Okay, and this is looking at the words in context. I didn't use all of these in the Quizlet, but that's okay. I used the ones that I think you're going to use the most. All right. So when we are using context clues, we're usually looking for clues in the sentence that tell us what the word means. And this is something very common in American style writing, is that an author will use a new word, and then in the next sentence, or even in the same sentence, the author will explain that word, especially if the author thinks that it's something the reader has not seen before. All right. Delia, would you read this first sentence for us?
Yeah, sure. It's a good idea to network with people in your professional because they can tell you about your good opportunities. Who can a college student network with to find out about good job opportunities?
Okay. So network, what's the clue in here what that means? Network with people.
Connection.
To make a connection with good people. Okay.
Career counselor.
Yeah, career counselors. That's a good answer. Career counselors. Okay. LinkedIn. I don't know if any of you use that. That's a, I don't know if it's like that. That's a, social media site just for employment.
Like Facebook for employment.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like Facebook. You're right, Darwish, but it's more specific to jobs and career.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other ideas? Maybe right now this is hard, but people you meet in church, right? Churches or even your neighborhood, because somebody might know a job. Or your clubs. Yeah.
Newspaper.
Oh, yeah, newspaper. But in the newspaper, it's hard to actually connect with those people, to talk to them in person. But that's a good idea to look for job opportunities. Very good. Would you, Darwish, would you read number 2 for us?
When you are focused, you pay close attention to what you are doing. When it's especially important to be focused.
Okay. So the writer told us the meaning for focused. What is it?
Specific.
So pay close attention, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so when is it good to be focused? How about this?
When we're in class.
Driving? When we're in class?
Driving.
Yeah. When I'm typing? What was that?
Cooking.
Quarantine?
Cooking.
Cooking, yes. Yeah, that's a good idea. Be focused when you're cooking. Oops, I put in too much salt.
Listening the teacher.
If you're cooking for restaurant.
And listening to the student. I didn't do so well there. Okay, good. All right, let's take a look at the next one. And the next one, Jing, would you read that one?
Yeah. Spending a lot of time online is a growing trend these days. More and more people are doing it. Are you a part of this trend? Explain.
All right, what do you say? Anybody part of this trend? Online?
Yes.
We have no choice with Zoom, right? Yeah, because of quarantine, we are definitely doing that. Okay, let's go to the next one. And would you read this one for us, Anna?
To get a job as a teacher, you need qualifications like a college degree. What qualifications do you need to get a job as a truck driver? My husband is a truck driver.
Oh, then you can answer this one. All right, what's the answer for this one?
Is good driving skills.
Good
skills in
driving record. He needs a, what else, Anna?
Oh, it's more
Driving license.
Training.
Yes.
And a special license.
Yeah, for
yes.
And you need to have the some mechanic skills.
Mechanical skills.
Basic mechanic skills, yes.
Mechanical skills. And you also need to have good health. Right?
Yeah, with good eye.
Yeah, good vision.
Yeah, good vision.
Any others, Bear?
You have to be over 21.
Yeah, you need a driving test. So special truck driving license.
CDL.
Yeah.
CDL, yes.
Okay, good. All right, that's great answer. Minna, would you read number 5 for us? Is she there, Minna?
I'm here.
Okay, Minna, if you could read number 5 for us.
Sure.
Okay.
Many people have to take out a loan to go to the college because it can be very costly. What else can be very costly?
Mhm. And the answers, well, first of all, what do you think, what clue in that sentence tells us the meaning of costly?
Expensive.
Expensive.
Yes,
All the time.
and to take out loans. When we take out loans, we know
Take
things
out
are
loans, yeah.
expensive. Yeah, good. Okay, so what other things can be very costly?
Cars.
Cars.
Maybe the books, because we have to rent them.
Textbooks, yeah.
How about the tuition?
Laptops.
Tuition. Mhm.
House.
House, definitely. Okay, those are good examples. All right, let's go to the next one. Sabina, would you read this one for us?
Yes. One popular field of study in college is business. What's more popular field of study?
Yeah, for this word, you
Popular.
want to say field of study.
Field of study
Field,
in
mhm.
college is
So
business.
the word sounds like this, field.
Field, yeah.
Yeah, field. And field, how do we know what field is? Field of study.
Major.
Your major. Mm-hmm. An area of study, right? So
Yeah.
what's another popular field of study?
Health.
Personal.
Health.
Healthcare.
Health.
Mhm.
Healthcare.
What else?
Science.
Science.
Sciences.
Okay.
Technician.
Technicians.
Research.
Yeah, research would be in a particular field of study. So if I do research and study science, or research in healthcare, or research in technician. How about this one? Education.
Education.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How about this
MBA.
one? What am I thinking
Hospital.
about?
Hospital.
Hospitality. What is hospitality?
Yeah.
Good behavior.
Hospitality is hotels, restaurants,
Restaurant.
mm-hmm, tourism. Okay, what else?
Master's degree.
Yeah, your master's degree would be in a particular field of study.
Personal management.
Yeah, management, business
Yeah.
management.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. Those are all very good ideas. Good job. All right, let's go ahead and listen to this conversation. All right. So it says, listen to the interview about returning to school later in life, and then we're going to choose the correct answer. Let's listen to this. Oh, this is activity listening. I thought I could, here we go. There we go.
I'm Mark Todd, and you're listening to
Sorry.
I'm Mark Todd, and you're listening to College and Career. Today, more and more people are going back to school in their 30s, 40s, and even their 50s in order to help their careers. Our guest on today's show is Patricia Tran from City University. She's going to talk to us about this growing trend. Welcome to the show, Patricia.
Thank you for having me.
First, how common is returning to school later in life?
Very. More than 40% of all college students are now over 25, and about half of those are over 35.
Why is this happening?
Well, there are a number of factors. Some people are finding that they need higher level qualifications to get a better job in their field. Other people are retraining in a different field to improve their job prospects. They know they need to go back to school and they don't want to put it off until it's too late.
Getting a degree is costly, though, isn't it?
Yes, but there are ways of lowering the costs. You can sometimes get college credit for work experience or even test out of some classes. You can also save money if you take some introductory courses at a community college. These courses are usually pretty inexpensive.
What kinds of challenges do older students face when they go back to school?
It really depends on the individual and field of study. If you rarely have to read or use a computer in your job, and you suddenly have to spend hours doing research, that can be difficult. On the other hand, there are a lot of advantages to being an older student.
Like what?
Research shows that older students are more focused and better able to manage their time, and their work experience can help them. If you're studying business management, for example, and you already own a store, you probably know more about business than most of your younger classmates. Sharing your knowledge can be very rewarding, not only for you, but for the class as well. Most teachers love teaching older students.
That's interesting. What about after you graduate? Is age discrimination in the workplace a problem? Is it harder to find a job in midlife?
It can be harder for older people to find jobs. That's why it's important to network while you're still in college. Get to know your professors and find out about work opportunities or internships. Older people are usually very motivated and they know more about the work world than most younger people. They can use that knowledge to their advantage.
I see. Well, thanks for being with us, Patricia.
All right. Let's see how well we remembered what we heard, okay? Number 1, can you read that one for us, Hector? Are you there?
Has increased. A is answer.
Okay, do you want to read it for us, Trupti? Read the question.
In recent years, the number of older college students, A is the answer, has increased.
Yes, everybody agree?
Yes.
Yes, has increased. Okay, would you read the next one for us, Baldomero?
Yes, some older people return to college to help them and advance in their field.
What about B?
C. Both.
C, but A and
Both.
B.
So both
A
of
and
these
B.
are good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the next page. Would you read this one for us, Marie?
When older students get college ready for work experience, they is out of class, they community classes. The test out of class.
Just out of
Yes.
classes. Good. Okay, would you read number 4, Ellie? Are you there with us? No. Okay, let's try Baldomero then.
Two challenges older students older students face are sharing their knowledge and doing research.
Does everyone agree with that one?
A. Maybe it's A.
Yeah.
Studying after a long break and using
break and using
technology.
Okay.
Yeah, do you think that would be better, Baldomero?
Yes.
Yeah, I would agree. Okay, let's go to the next screen. Number 5, Delia, can you read this one?
Compared to younger students, older students have more experience.
What do you think, everybody?
Have a more
Have
work
more work
experience.
experience.
Both.
Okay, and number 6, would you read that one for us, Sabina?
Yes, it's important to start making professional connection in college, or B or C, I think. B,
college.
B in college.
B?
B
In this
college.
story, it was
B.
in college, yeah.
College.
Mhm.
College, yeah.
Especially when you have an internship, that's usually how students will get a job. All right, we got
Yeah.
that. What? Both A and B.
Yes.
We got
I
that
told
one
you,
wrong.
you just have a work experience.
Oh, having more, okay, so it's having more experience. See, we got the other ones right. Oh my
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
take community college
Community
classes.
college
Yeah.
classes.
Okay, we got that one
Yes.
wrong. Oh, good, we got that one right. All right, as long as we can learn from our mistakes, that's the important thing.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Teacher, I have a question for you.
Mhm.
I just opened my Burlington classes and it's not the same as what we're looking at right now.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
You
it's
know
not the
why?
same.
It's not the
You
same
know
thing.
why? These are,
No.
you know what it is? These are the
Yes.
in-class lessons. They're supposed to be different. So let me show you, okay?
Oh,
Yeah, you don't get this part unless you're the teacher. So I have a special privilege. I'll show you. I'll go back home and you'll see this. Okay, so that's why the class is different. Otherwise, you'd say, well, I can do this alone, right? So you see this in-class lesson? I have
Hi.
worksheets too, and then there's student
okay.
lessons.
Student lesson.
And
Ah,
you
yeah.
have the student lessons.
It's completely different.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's supposed to be different, but it's supposed to be about the same topic. All right.
Yes.
So let's read about lifelong learning. Actually, you know what? Looking at the time, I am going to go to the next lesson about the grammar. Okay.
Okay.
Because I want to go over this one today. All right. So let's go back to number 1 here. We're going to be talking about separable and inseparable phrasal verbs, okay? So these are verbs that are usually a verb plus a preposition, all right? And sometimes with these, we can separate them with the subject between them, or we can put them together. So if you look at the screen right now, you're going to see that here's one, looked for.
Look for
I looked for my pen all over and
over
I
and I
can't
can't
find it.
find it.
So this one, we cannot separate that. So you can't say, I looked my pen for all over. That doesn't work, okay? Or I have an extra one you can borrow. Just don't forget to give
Give it
it
back.
back
Give
to
it
me.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so this one, we can separate the verb from the preposition, and we put a subject in there. Give it back. Give the pen back. Give the book back. Okay, all right? So let's take a look at this and then we'll practice this a little bit. All right. So here is conversation. And I'm going to have 2 people. Who would like to be Jeff?
I would.
Okay, Marie, and who would like to be Alma?
I.
Okay, okay. So Darwish, how about we switch roles? So Darwish, you can be Jeff, and Marie can be Alma. Okay.
Okay.
I'll make it bigger so you can see better. Okay.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
Can you see my message, please?
In the chat? Or,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you having to leave early?
Yes.
Okay, that's okay. Thank you for letting me know. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. Okay. Okay. Go ahead, Darwish.
Are you still looking for a job?
Yes, I have already had 5 interviews. I leave every interview with a good feeling, but for some reason I don't get the job. I can figure out why.
Yeah.
Do
So
you think you have the right qualification?
Yes, I recently took 2 training courses in my field, and I just signed up for another one.
Do you read about the campaigns before the interview? Interviews like to see that you have come prepared.
Yes, always. I look them up online and try to find out as much as I can about them.
Hmm. Well, maybe you aren't confident enough. Do you talk enough about your strengths? It's important point. Them out.
I guess I could talk more about what I do well.
Yes, and don't give up. I'm sure you will find a job soon.
Okay, nicely done. Good. All right, so you can, you can see the different phrasal verbs that are here, that they are in blue. All right. So, and you can see that some of them, they're used together: looking for, figure out, sign up, find out, look them
Look up.
up. This one we separate. So this is kind of tricky, or point them out. Okay. I'm not going to do the this part. We're going to go to the presentation of this grammar. And so, separable and inseparable phrasal verbs. So a phrasal verb is formed from a verb and a particle. Particle, in some materials, you'll just see the word preposition instead of particle, okay? So you should find out. So find is the verb, out is the particle. Yeah, information about the company. Some phrasal verbs have more than one particle. Li Jun gets along with people. So some phrasal verbs are inseparable. The verb and the particle must stay together. Li Jun looked for a new job, so we can't put anything between looked and for. Okay. Some phrasal verbs are separable. The verb and the particle can stay together or be separated. So I put off the decision. I put the decision off. So in this case, you have two options. You can use it together or you can separate it. Okay. Here's another one. When the object of a separable phrasal verb is a noun, it can come before or after the particle. But if the object is a pronoun, it always comes before the particle. And we'll look at these examples for this. All right. So the example is point your achievements out. Okay. Point out your achievements. Point them out. Okay. All right. Some phrasal verbs can be used without objects. You can find a job. Don't give up. So we can use them that way. The hard part about this grammar is it's mostly memorization to learn these. Yes.
Oh, sorry. Can I see in the number 3?
Yeah. Yes, you can.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the second part. Yeah, this is the first one.
1, 2, the third point.
That one. That
Yeah.
one. Thank you. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. So some are inseparable. Some
Ma'am,
are
I have a question.
Yes.
How do we know about the right particle for the verb?
That's a very good question. And you know what the answer is? Practice, 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 and memorization. That's really the answer, is that you just have to learn them and you become more comfortable with them. And that's what we're going to be doing in this particular lesson. Okay, let's take a look and you're going to see. So you can start by memorizing the most common. So here are some of the more common. So do over, which means do again. Drop off, take someone to a special place, usually by car. Figure out, And
Understand.
you can see here, they put this right here, do it over. So do drop off,
Somebody else.
drop it off, figure it out. So these ones, you can add the pronoun between that, the pronoun or the noun. Pull your car over. All right, and I'm not going to spend too much time with this right now because I have another Quizlet where you can practice this. So this is STH is something, ST is
Something, somebody.
somebody. So find the answer out, give the money back, okay, look the word up, okay, and then in the next one you're going to see this, and these are inseparable.
Inseparable.
They are always together.
So we have to memorize all.
And these are
Yeah.
just a small list. Yeah, this is the smallest of them. But you can, you'll just learn them. You'll hear one,
Right.
and I know how to
Mhm.
use this one. And you can, and you're going to be practicing them here too. Let's see how we do with this, with the practice. All right. So 2 phrasal verbs and their pronoun. Okay. So do you look in the first sentence there? A police
Pull
officer,
you
yeah.
over.
So
If you
pull
drive above the speed limit, a
you,
police officer may pull you over.
Pull
right.
you over is the phrasal
Pull
verb.
and
You
over.
over. Yeah.
Okay. Do you see another one like that?
Point out
So point out or
the danger of speeding and tell you to slow
point
down.
out is here, right? Point out. 2
Yeah.
phrasal verbs with no objects. Okay.
Go back.
Fill out a traffic ticket.
Fill
Because I
out.
come back and give you your ticket, you also have to
Okay,
pay fine.
fill
You
out.
can do it. And the last is put it off, but don't put it off.
Put it off, yes.
Yeah. Put it off. Oh, that's in the wrong place. Put it off. Okay. Come back is here, no object. Come back.
Yeah, come back.
Yeah. Okay, there probably are other ones. Let's go to the next one. Practice. All right, let's see if we can figure out which one this is. Let me make this bigger for you so you can see it more easily. Okay. Let me have Darwish, can you read the first one about Kanisha?
Kanisha was late for her job interview because the train wrong section. She dropped off or took off?
Got off.
Got off.
Got off, yeah.
You got off
Got
the train
off,
at the wrong
which
station.
means to go off of a train or a bus.
Yeah. Yes.
Can you read number 2 for us, Jing?
Yeah. J's new uniform was too small.
Fix it up.
He fixed up and asked his manager for a big one.
Okay. He fixed
Took
up.
off. I think it's took off.
Took
Took off.
Took off.
it
Took off, yeah.
right? Took it off. So that one we need to include a pronoun. Good. Minna, can you read the next one? Oh, Minna left. Okay. Can you read the next one, Mansoure?
Someone Jackson's house while he was away on a business trip.
Broke into.
Yeah. Okay. Can you read number Marie Louise? Can you read the number 4?
When Anna's children were little, she's
Anybody know this
did
one?
over a
The
daycare
account
because she wanted.
Yeah, she counted
Count
on.
at daycare before she went to work.
And notice with this one that I'm using the past tense in count. I'm using counted because we have were.
Where, yeah.
Good. Okay. Ellie, would you read number 5?
Yes. Anton used to have a car business. He bought old cars and sold them for a price.
Fixed up, and sold them.
Them up, So we need a pronoun. Good. Okay, would you read the next one, Baldemara? Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Oleg failed one course in his first semester of college. He dropped off.
He
did over the following year.
Okay, does that sound correct to you? He did over the following year? I think we need a pronoun in here, right?
He did it over.
Did it over. Did it over. Okay, let's go to the next page and then we'll check. Number 7, can you read this? Hector, are you there? I don't hear him. Delia, can you read this one?
Paul is very responsible. You can always count on him.
Okay, let's see how we did. Did we get them all correct?
Oh, okay, one of them is wrong.
We got one wrong? We
Yeah.
did. She counted
She dropped off. Maybe she
Ah,
dropped off, yeah.
dropped off.
Yeah.
We got one wrong. Yeah, if this were corrected, we could use it in a sentence. We could say, when Anna's children were little, she counted on the daycare center, right? But we dropped off at. Yeah, we got that one, but that's okay. All right. All right, so that is one exercise, and you're probably going to have more exercises in your module, in your lesson, in the module. And I want to show you, before we leave today, I sent you another email today, and it's this one. Can you see
Phrasal
that?
verb.
Phrasal verb Quizlet. Okay.
Yeah, I saw
And again, you can click on the link and hopefully it will take you there. Okay.
Sign up.
And this is a way that you can practice these. I'm not going to go through all the exercises because we did that with the other vocabulary words, but let me just show this. So to put your name on something, on a list for something because you want to take part in it. And the answer is?
Sign up.
Sign up.
Sign up.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I have to advance it like this. I need to change this. Options. I want to start with the answer with the term. Okay, and I can turn my audio on so you can hear
Stop
it.
trying.
Okay, which means to
Give up.
Give up.
Find the solution to a problem or question. Figure out.
Figure out.
Yeah.
To draw attention to something.
Figure out.
Point out.
Point out.
To find something in a book. Look up.
Look up.
Discover information.
I'll figure it out.
Find out.
Find
Find out.
Yeah, figure out would work for that one too.
Search. Look for.
Look for.
Yeah.
Entered by force.
Broke into.
Break into.
Break into.
And no more.
Had no more.
Refill.
Run out of.
Run out of
gas.
gas.
Put something in the garbage/trash. Discard.
Throw back, throw away.
Throw away.
Throw away.
Okay.
Also back away. To do something again.
Redo it.
I tried.
Do over.
Do over.
Do it over.
Move to the side of or off the road.
Forward.
Pull over.
Pull off.
Very good. See, you know quite a
Pull
few of
over.
them. That's great. I'm impressed with how many you know.
Train, etc.
Get off.
Just get off.
Very
Get
good.
off.
To return.
Give it back. To
Give
return.
it back. Yeah, give it back.
Give back.
Give back. Give back.
Clean, repair, or decorate something.
Fix up.
Fix up. Yeah.
Fix up.
Hand on.
Independent.
We had this one. The one that we got wrong with the daycare.
Drop.
Count on.
Count up. Yeah. Sorry.
Count on.
Dropped off.
There's nothing to read there.
Come upon.
Come upon. When you come upon money or something.
To withdraw from or stop taking part in.
Like a high school
Dropout.
dropout.
Easily anticipate something.
Find out.
Look forward.
For
To delay doing something until a later date. To delay an event or arrangement until a later date. Put off.
Put off. When you
Put
put
off.
off something. Yeah.
But
Okay.
that one is hard for me.
All right. So those are the ones that you can practice. And if you have trouble getting into those, you can either try to sign up for them, or you can log in through your Facebook or Gmail, either way like that, okay? But the easiest is if you click on the link, the invitation I sent you, then you can practice that. All right, I know it's time. So I already put up the homework for today, and I will share that with you.
A question, please.
Yes, go ahead, Rola.
Should we answer this quiz and re-forward to you again?
No, you
Reply
don't.
to
You don't
again,
need
only to answer and
it's
to
only
practice
for practice.
these emails.
Yeah, I only give this to you as a supplement. I know that this is a very important part of English. To be literate, to be able to speak fluently, is to know these phrasal verbs. So I'm giving that to you as just a supplement, okay, to add. I know you already have a lot of things to do in Burlington English, so it's just an extra. You can easily do it on your phone too. So it's something you can do while you're waiting wherever you are and you're not at home. So you can do that. All right. But thank you. That's a good question. It's not.
I have another question. I'm sorry.
It's not a requirement, okay? All right, Baldomero?
Yes, okay. You might say this before, but I still need to do like 6 more hours in Burlington classes. After I do my homework and everything, if I still have more time to do, what can I do, or where can I go?
Okay, let me show you.
We have listening, I think.
Yeah, we have
Reading.
Can I just keep going? Can I just keep going and answer the things?
No,
or?
you can go back to other things that are there. All right. So one thing that I suggested in my first class, if you remember, is let me go back to not Burlington English to Burlington English here. So there are several things that you can do, and you've already been doing this, Baldomero. So this is our main book. So if you finish the assignments in the main book, you can go to Career Exploration and Soft Skill. And I know you're already doing this.
Yeah, because I was trying to find something to do. And
all right. So that is something that you can do, the student lessons in there. And I check those as well. When you fill those out, I will make comments to you. Okay, and then Baltimore, there are other things you can do too. The readers. Okay, this is a good way to practice English as well. So you can always, I know some of you are reading some of these books, and that's great. So
Count us.
yes, yes. And you know what? That counts for your hours too.
Okay.
So if you read 1 or 2 hours in one of the books, then I see that in your cumulative hours as well. It will count for your 6 hours. Okay?
Excuse
Now,
me, teacher.
if you do Quizlet,
Excuse me,
you
teacher.
can let me know and I can count those hours as well. Okay?
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
You said if I read the books and make the activities there, it's gonna be a count in your record hours. But
Yes.
I work on them and my clock counted, nothing happened. So I have to do more activities for make more hours.
Okay, I should be able to see all of them. Maybe what you're seeing, you mean in your progress?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I finished that you said, and I advanced more modules, but the hours is not complete. So maybe I work quickly.
Yeah,
So
that might be that.
I choose to read and
it
for
should
complete
show
the
up.
hours, but it is not a count. So I have to do more activities in the
No,
lesson.
Delia, it should count. And if your record, if you're writing it down and you say, I worked from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock today on my English, and you just tell me that, that's okay. If it's not showing in yours, but let me show you what I see. I have a teacher's zone. And in the teacher's zone, I can check student progress. And I have to make this smaller so that we can see it. So I can do this, okay? And I can click on Delia. And so I have your names here. The only thing is this one doesn't show me what you have done in our textbook. So I have to look it up on my phone, actually. Delia, where are you?
Maria
Maria
Jimenez. Yeah, that's me.
Jimenez. Okay, so I can look at that. And then I can say show, and then I can see what you have, the overall time you spent in away from school reading. So I see 46 minutes of reading. I don't see any vocabulary, but now this one does not show me the textbook, okay? It doesn't show me the advanced textbook. For that one, I have to go to my phone, okay? So this is from August 13th to September 2nd that shows me. So if this doesn't agree with you, then let me know. I usually send a message to students if they're short on their hours, and if the text message I send to you does not agree with what you actually have done, then just let me know that, okay? And say, and I will trust you. You say, I worked on the course from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Please give me credit for that, okay? All right, I'm gonna show you another thing that you can do about tomorrow. That is prepare for the CASAS. So this is preparing for the state exam. This will also count in your hours. So you do test practice. You're going to choose C, and then you can choose which skill you want to work on. I'm going to pick reading. I did pick my level. Okay, I'm going to do the test. You can choose practice or the test. You have to select 3 things. Okay, and then you can practice this as well. It's practice for taking tests. Okay?
Okay.
And if you want to know how to do that, because you didn't remember this right now, you can look in the tutor, and the tutor will show you that as well. Okay, thank you for asking that question. Are there any other oh, I wanted to show you what your assignment is. And I will also send this to you in an email, so you'll have it in 2 places. Let me share this again. Let's go home. That's okay. Home, that's what I was looking for. All right, so again, if your virtual calendar always has the Zoom link, so the next, I have a Zoom link in there for Monday, but I'm not going to be there, so because it's Labor Day. So the next one is going to be here, and you can click on the link, okay?
Yeah.
And get through that way. Okay. And then the megaphone here, you click on that, and you will see my announcement. So maybe some of you already read this. Assignment for Wednesday,
this morning.
September 9th. So I'm so impressed. Thank you to everyone for completing your writing assignment for Module 1, Lesson 8 about goals. So all of you did that. That's super. Now I have to do my work. Okay, please check my comments on your writing and revise your essay to make it better, and then submit your revised essay again to me for me to check. And then here are your other assignments. This is quite a bit, but you have, and this is supplemental. Anything in this part is supplemental. Okay, so you can practice all of, I think I repeated some things. Module 2, let me edit that because that it doesn't look right. I repeated and repeated things. So let me edit that. The assignments, careers, Module 1, Lesson 1, Module 2, Lesson 1. So this is student lesson, right? Module 2, careers, Lesson 2. Lesson 3, and this is a repeat. So I repeated myself. Yes, and you were thinking, oh my goodness, she's given us 7 lessons. All right, and then I think I repeated myself there too. I did copy and paste too many times. All right, and then this is for supplemental practice, okay, that you can do. Okay, so that ought to look better now and not quite as overwhelming. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then for supplemental. And again, that's until next Wednesday, okay? And I will also have that in the email to you. Any last questions? I kept you a long time today. Thank you for being here a long time. Okay. No? All right. You know how to reach me. If you need to reach me, you can reach me on my phone. You can reach me by email. All right. And I hope any special Labor Day weekend plans?
No.
Working on Burlington English, right? Yeah, I know. All right. No plans, no travel?
Nope.
No. Delia, how about you? Any plans for you?
No, I don't have plans.
No plans for you?
No.
All right. Marina, do you have plans?
Just relaxing.
Relaxing? Oh, she's going to be doing homework, I'm quite sure. Yeah. All right. I will be doing homework too. So as hard as you work, I try to work just as hard. And I'll be reading a lot of papers. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Okay. Stay protected. All right. And I'll see you all next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you need to reach me before that, let me know, okay? Or if you're having trouble getting into Quizlet, Baltimore, you can, do you want to stay on and show me what happened with yours?
Yes.
Okay, so the rest of you are welcome to leave. Baltimore can stay and I can help them with the Quizlet. Okay. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Hector. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so show me what happened.
So,
Screen
no.
a little bit closer. Phrasal verbs. I'm gonna try it from my phone, okay, and see.
I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna send it to you by message.
Okay, I'm gonna see what happens when I do that. Do you have the app? Do you have the application on your phone?
I don't have the app.
Why don't you go ahead and get the app, and then it might work. So go to your app store, your application store, and
Okay.
and then look for Quizlet, and then download it.
Quizlet, okay.
Sometimes I think that might work better. So Quizlet, it looks like this. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay.
Quizlet. Oh yeah, I found it.
Okay, and download that and try that and see if you click on the link if it will go there.
Yeah, because that happened to me with Burlington classes too. I couldn't use the microphone, and I have to download the app, and then now it's working in my phone.
Okay, very good. Okay, good.
All
Okay,
right.
I hope it works. If you have trouble, just send me a text or call me, okay?
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
Don't work too hard.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.